with an interesting incident which happened around 47 years back in Gulbarga railway station. We have Ananta, who is 22-year-old boy waiting for the train en route to Bangalore. He is from agricultural background and he has got a job offer from BML KGF and he is excited about it, and the route is for 800 kilometers and 8 hours journey. But the catch is he only has a quarter roti in his lunchbox and he has to manage it for 10 hours. With all planning and difficulty, whatever he does, within 2 hours the quarter roti is over. Next 8 hours, how he manages friends. Every time when he tells a story, I get tears and he gets tears too. He manages only with water, drip by bit, little by bit, little by bit. Well, he works in BML KGF for 35 long years with total job satisfaction and contentment. Well friends, I am Purushottam Joshi, social entrepreneur, working for regaining the pride of the farmers. And I am very blessed to say, I am son of Ananta, boy who started his career with quarter roti. This video I am going to share the why and the long-term sustainable solution which we are working for Farmers Brotherhood. Basically to create a better world, to regain their pride through Gyanadhara Foundation, which fills the critical gaps which are needed for knowledge and techniques to provide to stand on their feet. Well, to give you a little of my background, I am an electronics engineer with IT and project management experience of 24 years, having worked for global clients, and special mention about BML and Wipro Technologies, where I worked for 15 years. Especially I want to share an example with you of the power and the influence of the environment which impacts the positive learning of a person. Before I went to US where I worked there for 4 years, I used to get tears and I was not opening my mouth in many of the discussions. But having worked there, especially some of the key aspects of the art of questioning, the status quo, handling failures as part of success, independent thinking, some of these aspects created a paradigm shift in my mindset. Basically, the result was when I returned to India, I was given some of the major responsibilities to grow the accounts. We did exceedingly well in creating a very large account of 150 members, and we received about 60 plus customer service satisfaction awards. And that was the first time any account used to get such kind of recognition. Coming to the reality of the farming brotherhood, friends, the quarter roti, is it still relevant today? Yes, it is. For most youngsters, when they start their jobs, they have the same situation what Ananta faced 46 years back. They have challenge in communication, challenge in English, challenge in putting their case across. Innumerable number of challenges. The only option, many of them migrate to the cities for any job they get. What is the picture got to do, which is on the screen? Is it a temporary cooking place? No, it's not. It is a higher primary school for 8th, 9th and 10th standard students, Kannada medium, in a village in Bidar district. Do the students deserve better place for motivation? Absolutely. I will share another example. A father who has worked for 40 years in farming, sweat and blood experience he has, but he cannot face the daughter in the morning because she is waiting for the fees and he does not have answers. He has got a n number of list of his debts, like he has to pay for his repair of his chappals, he has to pay for the seeds, he has to pay the interest. Forget about the loan. The only answer he has for his daughter is tears. This is one situation, and this is just a tip of the iceberg. And the other situation, other photos, what you see on the screen, it is the family which has lost its head of the family, who was in 45 to 50 years, and another family who has lost the son of the family. When the government or anyone organization compensates, whom will they compensate, friends, when the person itself is not there? And this is not one example. There are hundreds of examples like this, friends. Many of them I have met. Coming to the solutions, I spent around 2 years researching and working with the farmers, scientists, landlords, social reformers, students, teachers, successful, not successful, all kinds of people. And for most farmers in the region, it is a total gamble with 80 to 90% failure rates. And most of it is not in their hands currently. And not even 5% of the youngsters want to continue in farming, which is an alarming problem. They just want to get out of the villages to choose any menial jobs in cities. They want to migrate out of it. But is there hope? Yes, there is. There are also some very top, highly successful farmers who manage their jobs very well. They exactly have the knowledge of the soil. They know how to measure the fertility of the soil. They have the knowledge of humus, knowledge of intercropping, how to develop nitrogenation, how to handle crisis. All this without any poisonous chemicals. And overall work with dignity. But only thing is their number is small. Through Gyanadhara Foundation, we are building the framework and systems in the form of the logical Golden Gate Bridge between this proven expertise to the doorstep of the villages where it is needed, especially for the students and the farming community. Gyanadhara Foundation was created 2 years back. It is registered under Form 12 and ATG authorized public non-profit organization with a team which has highest integrity and sincerity, friends. In short, it is basically bringing the knowledge and the wisdom of the soil, nature, science, attitudes, and in a cooperative environment to bring the expertise to the grassroots level for a win-win for all. And more details are provided in the story behind Gyanadhara and the brochure in the other links. The initial investment needed is 2.1 crores fund which we need to build for this. Basically for building the framework and the systems to achieve the objectives. In 60 to 70 villages we have planned in especially North Karnataka. If this has touched your heart, friends, your contribution is very much important to make the significant impact for long term. Do share it with your friends. Thank you very much.